this is working. Hi! Oh, wait. I'm realizing my microphone is really far away. Hey guys! Hey Drew, how you doing? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I am working on more drawing. Oh, hey Raymundo. Raymundo? Hello. I have been so wildly productive today. Like, y'all have no idea. Make my mic even farther. I mean, it was like basically on the other side of the room, so. I mean, I don't know what's new in the community. Oh, you're okay, Drew. I just wanted to let you know. But today, well, what was it? On Wednesday, yesterday, I drove all the way to the school that I work at, and then it turns out like I like didn't have to teach that day because the roads were really icy. And I was like, what? So I did legitimately like nothing yesterday. Well, you know, I made some food with my boyfriend. That was pretty fun. But other than that, legitimately, like, I drove probably, yeah, I drove around for like 40 minutes because it takes like 20 minutes to get from my new apartment to the school that I work at, and then it takes 20 minutes to get back. So I basically drove around for 40 minutes. And then I immediately just went back to bed. And that was honestly an amazing feeling because I was really tired. Yeah, pretty much. It was just funny because they hadn't announced anything, and then on the website it was just like, yeah, no, because it's really icy out, we're just not gonna have school today. Or like, I think it was like an e-learning day maybe, I don't know. But I was like, well, okay. And since I had a day of doing like nothing yesterday, today I like got to work early, I left late, and I ended up taking a walk because I figured a walk would be really nice for me. Like a mental health walk. And then I was hungry at like 4:30, so that's when I ate dinner, which is like super early for me at least. But I was like, you know what, I would rather just have a full-on meal than eat a bunch of snacks and then not be hungry for dinner later, because that's what I keep doing. So I like had full-on dinner, and I like did the dishes, I did my laundry. I still need to fold my laundry because I just took it out. That's why I was late today. But what is it? I did that. I finished almost an entire anime in one day. That's because I had it running on in the background while I was working. And Honestly, I'm not gonna say which anime I watched because I don't suggest that people watch it. It was kind of really intense. But it was so good. Oh my gosh, why are there so many things that I have to color in? Oy, oy, oy. Why do I feel like I've done this one before? I don't know. It is such a good anime though. Oh my gosh. I've also, like, it's gonna be kind of goofy coming from a person who is live streaming on YouTube right now, but last month my boyfriend and I decided, like, we're gonna spend the entire month not watching YouTube, which you know, there were like the exceptions of, like, I can run lo-fi beats in the background of my live streams and stuff, but it was just to see if we could survive without it, because legitimately that's like pretty much all I watch. And ever since then, like, I barely watch YouTube anymore. I still watch quite a few things, but I used to probably watch like 5 hours of content a day, and now I'm like, do I really need to do that? You know? Like, am I actually enjoying this? Which is really cool, because now I'm getting into, like, way more intentional things too. Like, you know, there are some YouTube channels where I'm like, I will definitely, like, I have to follow what this person is doing, and, like, I love seeing whatever they post. But sometimes, legitimately, like, it would get to the point where I would just scroll through YouTube shorts for like 3 hours just looking for, like, dopamine. So I'm very glad, because now there's like a reset, and because of that, I've been watching just so many more, like, shows than I normally do. I mean, technically I also survived 11 or so years without YouTube, but also, like, you know, I survived that many years without a car too. That doesn't mean I don't appreciate my car. Not saying that YouTube is a car, but you know what I mean. Also, I already did the thing, so, like, I get dopamine from a lot of other things now, which is, like, just, it's really cool. I highly suggest, if there's something that you are just like, something that, like, I don't know, you like wake up in the morning and you're like, oh my gosh, like, I don't really need this, but it makes my life so much easier. Either just, like, if it helps you function, just keep going with it. But if you have some free time, why not make it into a little challenge? It's kind of really fun. Yeah, no, that's what I was worried about too, Powder Eye. Like, because it just, like, fills in time that, you know, I don't want to, like, sit down and dedicate myself to, like, a game or like dedicate myself to cooking. If I'm in a cooking mood, I'll cook. But if I'm not in a cooking mood and I just need something to cheer me up, not it, chief. Opinion on the FNAF community. Fortnite noobs are Fortnite. I don't know. I don't know if I really have an opinion on the FNAF community. I'm trying to think. Like, honestly, it's really cool seeing the cosplays. Fortnite noob are Fortnite. That's what FNAF stands for. Do I have to open another one? Because I know for sure that I've already like drawn this before. Yeah, see? I totally have. Oh my gosh, Undertale. Have you seen the realistic Springtrap costume? I think I have. I think that's exactly why. What's it called? I think that's exactly why I mentioned that. Just cause it's like a full working costume with the like and the eyes blink and stuff, right? Or maybe I'm thinking of a different one. I don't know. Maybe that one's scary. Hearing you talk about your YouTube viewing break made me realize that I have kind of been needing a YouTube break as well. I think tomorrow I should try doing that for at least half of the day. Honestly, I think that's like a great goal to have, because it made me realize that I was like, which maybe this is like too intense or something, but it made me realize that how do I put this? Instead of like addressing what I was really like needing in that moment, I would just go like, you know what, I'm tired, I'm gonna like sit and watch YouTube. And that, like, to a certain extent, it like helps me feel calm and like is fulfilling, but to another certain extent it's like, well, for example, like one of my coworkers asked me like, oh, what shows are you watching now? And I was like, I don't even watch shows anymore. Like, I just watch individual videos with no plot. And I was just thinking about like, oh, what books have I been reading? I haven't been reading any books either. I usually knit a whole bunch, and I like barely knit anything because I, you know, like every time I got slightly bored, I'd be like, well, I'm just gonna watch a YouTube video. So for me personally, it was getting kind of intense, which is why it was like, okay, I think I need a break, which was really great for my boyfriend too, because he was going into like finals week for school during one of the weeks that month, and ended up just, he was so bored that he ended up like actually studying. He studies really hard. But like, he studied way harder because there was just nothing else to do. So I think that was really cool. YouTube can become a short-term solution to long-term issues. Yeah. How do I not remember? Okay. Fancy. I think for me it was definitely the like YouTube thing was just figuring out like how I can better use my time, and so that YouTube doesn't feel like a crutch and it feels again like something really fun, you know, like a little treat. It's like when I was a kid, my family and I would eat ice cream every single night to the point where it was just like, this is expected, like this is just what we do. Which like to a certain extent is totally harmless, perfectly fine, but like it made the act of eating ice cream itself like more of a like, oh, I just have to do this like a chore than like an enjoyable treat, which is so weird to say. But it's fun to like, you know, reframe it and work on that stuff. I think that's one thing, you know, just like, and it's not even something that I'm like, ah, with the new year I'm gonna do this. Actually so far January has been like so full of stuff as it is. I'm just like, honestly, for this new year, I just want to like give myself some peace. Wait, why is that why I haven't been doing my hobbies as much? I might have overdone the same things over and over, feeling it's like it's more of a chore than something I enjoy. Maybe. I mean, that's, I think, like, it sucks that I don't do YouTube, you know, like as intensely, and I really want to get back into it, like making videos and stuff, but also like I don't want this to feel like a chore, so I've been like, okay, I'm gonna, you know, hold off a bit and take it at my own pace, and it's a lot more enjoyable because of it, so maybe that might be it. Oh no. Hey, that's okay though, like, we're all human, at least I think. But you know what I mean, like, it's also important to just remember that like your hobbies don't, you know, like, they aren't you. So like if you stop doing a hobby, you're still you. Also, the word balance itself, I remember just like confused the heck out of me as like a kid and a younger adult. I'm still a young adult, but you know, as a younger adult, like in college and stuff, I thought balance was like you had to pre-plan it and then, you know, you just do what you set out to do, and like, you know, it's like 50% fun, 50% work. No, life isn't like that. Maybe balance for you right now is like drawing 10% of the time. And maybe balance for you is like taking a small break from drawing too. Like, it's totally okay to do that. I think forcing yourself to do anything is, Unless it's like, you know, like for some things, it's like, okay, I know that this is good for me, I just don't want to do it. But then for other things where it's like, genuinely, I'm just doing this to enjoy myself, it's like, wait, why am I forcing myself into this? I don't need to do any of this. I just want to do it to feel happy, so let's, you know, reframe this. Oh. Sorry if it's weird talking to me like a therapist, and I can change the topic. If anything, I feel like I'm your guys' big animation YouTube sister, which I think is really fun. Oh, okay, that's good. I don't want to, like, make you uncomfortable or anything. That is the last thing I want to do. Phew, thank you. Oh. Animation older sister vibes. That's the hope. That's the wish, that's the dream. I think this is the most vibrant color I've ever used in a YouTube video. Oh, nice! I don't feel that as much because my older sister, I don't actually know her much. She mostly stays in her room, and when we meet, we're just quiet. Yeah, I feel like that's me with, oops, sorry, hit my microphone. I feel like that's me a bit with my older brother, too. We coexist. Man, I completely forgot that I think I did a live stream last week too, so I was about to be like, oh my gosh, New Year's resolutions, which, like, you know, I literally just said, like, I don't really have any New Year's resolution planned. I mean, I think what's really fun is setting goals and then seeing if I meet them. That's, like, one of my favorite things to do, which is so silly goofy of me. But also, it's just, like, I don't know. It's really fun, in my opinion. I'm gonna use... How do I... Oh. That makes more sense. Opacity, 100. I don't know, like, I want to bring it down. 58, yeah, sure. I've been trying to make videos, but I don't have the motivation, but then in the middle of school I have the motivation to do it. Dude, that is the exact same thing that happened to me my senior year of high school. And you want to know how I started making YouTube videos? I ended up actually just like sketching and like doing all the prep work at school, and then like by the time I got home I would still be so excited to draw and stuff that it was like, oh, you know, like I'll do that. And like by no means, there are some days where it's just like I do not want to draw. But that definitely helped me get started. Also, like, one huge thing is it does not have to be perfect. It does not. Honestly, make it as imperfect as possible. I don't remember who this is. So I'm just gonna work on that later, once I figure out who the heck that is. Sleepy. Huh? Oh. Okay. I feel like I should force myself to do my hobbies sometimes because I'm scared I'll lose my skill that I've built up over the years, like forgetting how to draw and write stories. Honestly, I mean, I think it's really just like giving yourself the opportunity to how do I put it? I guess, yeah. You know, that's one thing that I had to like learn once I graduated from high school and then college, was especially graduating from high school, it was like I no longer had the I no longer had the like external force that was like, hey, this is a really like boring situation, don't you want to draw right now? Which, like, that's a very weird way of putting it, but like external stimuli, I guess that's right. Yeah. How, where's the, oh. And like bringing back that external stimuli, I know for me, because trying to internalize it of being like just be bored, that doesn't work for me. So I had to like re-implement ways to get bored so that I could draw. And also sometimes like your hobbies come and go in cycles. I know, like, I don't knit or crochet at all in the summertime because I like, you know, it's a cozy winter activity and that's okay. You know, it gives me more time to like truly appreciate the craft and like not wreck my hands for the entire year, because that would be bad. I think like give yourself rest. Also give yourself the grace to like, you don't have to do your hobbies all the time, because they're hobbies. You're just doing it for fun. I think one thing that like I had to unlearn and that like made me really upset was I like had this internal need that like all of my hobbies had to be like monetizable and I had to be really good at them in order for it to feel valid. But that's not the case. You don't need that by any means. Also, like, is being lazy a bad thing? Like, maybe if it's all the time where it's like, oh, I haven't done anything for weeks. But also, like, give yourself a chance to rest. Maybe you're just getting burnt out. Also, that's just me talking. I have no idea. But I know I get burnt out a lot, and then it's like, oh my gosh, like I just want to do this thing, but I don't have time, and hey, that's okay. Also, the past few months have been like, I know November and December, I really wanted to post a video. I haven't posted a video in months. Oh. It's 5 a.m. for you? Dear goodness. Oh, wait. I accidentally gave Claire the same hair. Wait, did I give myself the same hair? What? I'm so confused. What? Do Claire and I just have the same hair? Oh my gosh, I've been coloring my hair wrong this whole time. I used to like watching ads when I was a little kid. It wasn't even good ads. Big mood. If I had a superpower, I really wish I would be able to save and stock up and maybe even copy emotions into physical objects so that my passion would drive me forward. That would be, honestly, really great. I think just like one thing that has helped me a lot is realizing that I don't need to control my emotions. Like, you know, you have every right to feel whatever emotions you feel, and you have every right to want to do something or not want to do something. It's whether you do it or not do it that like really, you know, defines who you are. Except in terms of like, oh, you're not doing this hobby, then you're not yourself. My latest project, I haven't even touched it. Well, I mean, if you need an external stimuli to like, you know, help get you moving on stuff, I know legitimately one external stimuli that I just, you know, decided to do was a weekly live stream. So, I mean, if you want to also use... Also, though, it is 5 a.m. for you, so understandable if you do not want to do this, but, I don't know, if you want to like turn my live streams into like, hey, we're both working on projects together, by all means, this is for anyone, by the way, do that. I think it would be really cool if we all, like, you know, worked on our own projects and then, like, just kind of vibed together. That would be really fun. I think one of my favorite things too is like if I'm really in the mood to draw, but I want something running in the background, sometimes I'll just put my old live streams up, which is really funny, but you know, it's really cool to see how far I've come and also to just like talk to myself. Catch up, you know? Thank you, Drew. Yeah, like, by all means, if you want to use this time to also draw, like, I think that would just be really fun. I'm doing Korean homework as the stream goes, so you basically described what I've been doing since your stream, since you started them. Oh, nice. That actually makes sense for me because it could activate the show time in me, like in school. Thank you. Yeah, that's like, you know... I know for me, I probably would not draw once a week unless I had an external stimuli of like, hey, there are people waiting for me on a live stream. Oh geez, I've gotta, you know, draw. And some weeks I'm like, ooh, this is not it. And then other weeks I'm like, yeah, this is like really a vibe. But every single time I finish a stream, I'm like, yeah, I'm really glad that I did that. Because it's, first of all, taking the time to, like, work on a video, and then second of all, it's hanging out with you guys. It's feeding two birds with one bread. Huh? Oh, that's really cool. My motivation and external stimuli is dead, just DED dead. I mean, big mood though. I legitimately, after like, that's what I was gonna say. The past like couple of months, I've really wanted to put out a video and like a whole bunch of other stuff. Like I have one thing in the works right now that has been waiting for me to work on it for months, but I just haven't had enough time to like actually start putting work into it. So it's just been like kind of sitting in the background doing its own thing. And LOL, you had 1,000 viewers when you started and got copyright claimed. Well, now you have less viewers and no claim. I'm starting to consider the first live stream as a virtual Jonas Brothers concert. Actually, for most of my videos, I get copyright claimed on like one song. Usually it's like one, and then it's like, alright, you can't monetize this. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll still keep it up though. That stream was so fun though. And that's like one thing that I think about all the time is like, if I had put a ton of work into YouTube when, you know, there was 1,000 viewers on my stream, where would I be now? And that, like, you know, when I think about it, it's like, oh man, I really should have worked harder. But also, I feel like genuinely more connected to the people that have stayed than I think if I had, you know, tried to like push out as many videos as possible and then burn myself out, and then people are like, this isn't even that good, you know? Next Thursday I'm gonna work on my video alongside your stream, and in the days leading up to it I can put your VODs on in the in the background while I'm working. Yeah, that's a great idea. Only if you want to. Ooh. I feel so different to my past self now. I don't think I'd ever imagine myself wishing for a superpower being able to stock up emotions like supplies. And honestly, like, that's okay. Looking back to where I was last year, even, or even in this past summer, too, like, whoa. Also, yeah, no, just looking purely at where I was a year ago exactly, my life has dramatically changed. And I think just one cool thing that I've been, like, really trying to keep in mind with myself is, like, whatever changes I want to make sure that they're, like, changes that I want. You know? Like with, like I worked at a tax software company for a while. Only for like 9 months, honestly. And then I realized I was like, this isn't for me. Like, I mean, if I wanted to make my parents happy, if I wanted to, like, I don't know, make my boyfriend happy by giving him a lot of money, he would not have been very happy if I continued working at that place, because I was very sad. But, like, you know, if I wanted to make everybody else in my life happy, maybe I would have stayed, but I decided, I was like, no, I hate who I am right now, and I just want to, like, find myself again. And, like, even with little things now, like, you know, I go to a store and I think I'm gonna buy something, and then it's like, wait, do I want to buy this because I actually like it, or do I want to buy it because it fulfills an expectation that somebody has of me? And that is something that I've been trying to unlearn. 2022 for me personally was like a transition point. Oh wait, I got that idea after I got to the end of Jack's playthrough of Undertale because it hit me too hard in the heart. Art is my way of understanding time, honestly. I've lost my capability to have nostalgic feelings, capability to understand how much time passes, and some memory issues. Oof. Honestly, I don't know if my art has progressed. I mean, I definitely think that my art style has changed. Thank you, Drew. Yeah, it's just really cool, like, seeing how far I've come with that stuff. Not that life was terrible, it's just so cool that I've made so many big improvements, you know? Yeah, I don't know. And I definitely think that one thing that I really want to do, I just didn't have any time, but one thing that I really want to do is just like write down different goals that I have for myself with this year. Not any, you know, like New Year's resolutions or stuff like that. Legitimately just like maybe, I don't know, like bucket list, I guess goals. Yeah, just goals that I think would be fun to reach by the end of the year. Like last year, one of my biggest things was moving out. Rest in peace, Pixie Cut Noseless Liberty. Wait, I still have no nose. Honestly, also, my hair has changed quite a bit from this. Oops. From this. But I love it. Like, it's my signature thing, so I feel bad changing it. It's like my little Sprite now. Want a Sprite cranberry? My friend used to sell furry art. Huh. Dang. I also didn't fully acknowledge this, but thank you, Noob, for the compliment that my art has improved. I really appreciate it. Like, I don't know, it warms my heart. Want a Sprite cranberry? Can I maybe do my witch laugh? It's not October. I'd have to do my January laugh. It's still January, right? I think so. I'm like 99% sure. Yeah, it's literally, you can't see that on my screen, but it's literally in the corner of my screen. I'm a real goofball. Ayo, Just a Fox Dat Talks has returned. Just a Fox Dat returns. I just looked through my art, and my heart felt heavy, and oh no. Yeah, I mean, I look through my old art and I have a similar feeling of like, oh my gosh, have I not been progressing enough? But as long as you're still drawing, like even just a little bit, you're improving. This is a real vibe. You know what? I never said what drink I'm having tonight. It's water. Speaking of Sprite cranberry, I haven't, like, I can only find Sprite spiced winter cranberry or whatever. I haven't been able to, like, find Sprite cranberry, just the normal cranberry, and it breaks my heart. I love Sprite cranberry. Like, usually they bring it out during the holiday season. I don't know why they haven't this year. Or I guess last year too. Because, you know, haha. But there's something that was just so good about the Sprite cranberry, and the frosted cranberry is like, it's okay, but it doesn't have the same oomph. When I look through my art, I get very confused because I think to myself, wait, that happened in the same year? That looks nothing like it was at the end of that year. Exactly! I don't know, it's really cool. Just seeing how much you've grown as a person over the year, I think that's probably one of my favorite things, like when a year changes, is just being like, oh dang, like my art style was way different, like the position that I was in was way different, quite literally the job position I was in was completely different. Like, I have made new friends, which is really cool. I have new hobbies that I didn't even think that I would have. One of them is crocheting, which is really funny how I phrased that. I didn't think I'd have that hobby. What? I knit. But anyways, yeah, just stuff like that. I think it's just really cool. This live stream is kind of sappy, huh? Also, it's me running it though, so would you expect anything less? No. Okay, time to draw the final drawing for the night. I got a car. Oh my gosh. Well, I got a boyfriend like 2.5 years ago. But yeah. I think, and this is gonna be super sappy, but I love him more and more each day. Don't tell him I said that though. Don't record that. I'm removing it from the stream. But oh my goodness, he's just such a sweetheart. And my custom PC is really cool. Oh dear. Have I heard of Detroit Become Human? I have. The detective guy that's also pretty much the main guy. I can't remember. That's my favorite. That's because I think that's the only guy I remember. Then the guy with the eyes. Wow. He's cool too. Isn't he an android? Yes. What in the... I would like a Sprite cranberry. Oh, you know what I've been watching a lot of? Bluey. That's my favorite anime. But yeah. Bluey's so good, and nobody can tell me otherwise. Oh dear. He's just a huge sweetheart, okay? I also, what is it? Hero was gonna have a band concert on Tuesday, but it ended up getting canceled. And my whole family was gonna go. And we were gonna go to a super fancy restaurant for desserts after. Like, a restaurant that we always go to. And my boyfriend and Hero were going to go, with me to it. But then it got canceled, and I already took the day off of work, or the night off of work, because I normally work at, like, my office supply store job, and I already took the day off for it, so I was like, hey, I still have the day available, so, like, no, he's in his high school concert band, so anyways, we ended up getting all dressed up, and I basically told both of them, I was like, get super dressed up, we're going somewhere fancy. And I didn't tell, I told my boyfriend where we were going because he's better at driving than I am, but I didn't tell Hero where we were going. And we ended up still going to that one very fancy restaurant for desserts, but since that place is kind of really expensive for dinner, I've always wanted to dress up somewhere, like dress up really fancy and then walk into Taco Bell. So, that is what we ended up doing. It was really fun. And we just like got a whole bunch of Taco Bell, and then we got a whole bunch of desserts. And oh, but I was gonna say, I got them both each a rose, and when I picked both of them up individually, I like walked up to the door and I knocked, and I like would hand them a rose and go, would you like to go on a date with me? And it turns out my boyfriend has never received flowers before, other than the Lego flowers that I got him for Valentine's Day this past year, but that breaks my heart. So I need to just get him more. I think boys deserve more flowers. Have you ever thought to yourself how many people have mentioned or thought about you in their life without you knowing it? Yes, and it freaks me out sometimes. Because then it makes me wonder, like, what do they talk about when I'm not around? You know? And I overthink about everything, so legitimately, whenever a car honks at me and then like they get really angry, I want to cry because I'm like, oh no, I probably really hurt their feelings and now they're just gonna have a really, really bad day and they're gonna be so upset and it's all my fault. Thought about it a while ago after I made a conference because my mom mentioned an adult showed my video. Oh, dude, yeah, one time my dentist told me that they watched my YouTube video about braces and they were like, your voice sounds so much different in person, and I was like, what? I was also thinking for the Taco Bell, like, I really wanted to go all out. So I wanted to get, like, I was thinking about getting, like, plastic wine glasses and stuff to put the Baja Blast in. It was also Hero's first time at Taco Bell. And I was gonna get, like, tablecloth too, but then I was like, wait, all of this stuff is gonna get really dirty. Like, whatever I bring is gonna get really dirty in Taco Bell. So I decided against it. Oh my goodness. Almost forgot the most important part. Why are there human noises playing? I am... Okay. Didn't this, like, just play? I swear I'm gonna sneeze. Also, I think this is it. This is my contribution to the world tonight. I would like a Sprite cranberry. Oh wait, oops, almost forgot one more thing. Oh my gosh, it's like I don't want to leave. Jeez, I bet y'all are thinking, whoa, it's 8:06. Why is she still here? I'm trying to recreate this as much as humanly possible though, like recreate the original. Let me just file. This is what I was recreating. Oh, oops, I totally miscolored that. But yeah. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah. Okay, well, that's about it. See ya. But anyways, across the room and next to the door, it would echo so much. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. It was really cool seeing like this many people show up. That was really fun. And I hope you guys all have a really good rest of your night or morning. Go to sleep either way. And yeah, I love you all, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, I guess I'm gonna stand as far away in the corner as possible. And then I'm gonna have to run up and click the end stream button. Okay. Pizza out. How is that? Okay, bye. Oh my gosh. And okay, I think that ended